That's creepy.
Yes,
That
it
is
is.
kind of
Oh,
creepy. I'm not gonna lie.
I didn't want to say anything because he's recording, but I was like, what in the world?
That is creepy. That is a creepy thing to kick us off with. I will.
I'll record it.
Cool. So we're live now.
Yes. Go ahead.
All right, great. Well, hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to our little podcast, you can call it. Still working on the title right now, but that will come in the near future. But we just have a little podcast where we gather together with some friends and talk about our daily lives, talk about some miscellaneous topics, whatever comes to mind, whatever we want to discuss, and just kind of let the topics flow and lead and let the spirit move you. But enough about that. First off, my name is Emmanuel. It's nice to meet you, to whoever is listening and here with us. And I'm going to let my fellow buddies introduce themselves. If you want to go ahead, whoever else is next.
I am next. My name is EJ. I'm here to feel the spirit, I guess. Who's next?
What's up, everybody? My name is Logan, and I'm here to stir the pot a little bit. And that's about it.
Ooh.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'm Gavin. I'm here to just blurt stuff, I guess. Say things. Yeah, that's me.
That's him.
Yep, that's him. You heard it here
That's
first.
cool.
First,
Said that
voice,
like
you
that's
heard
a
it
raven.
Oh man.
Sorry, I slipped into some what's that accent called? Brooklynese? Foist?
Brooklynese.
Brooklynese.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say you
Like
heard it
Brooklyn.
first, foist, folks.
This man turned into meow.
What's up, Doc? But anyways, as
Oh
you heard,
Jesus.
we have Gavin, EJ, and Logan here. There may be a few more of us in the future. Some of
Yeah.
them.
We have other people that probably might join in for a bit or so.
Yeah, people are tired. People are cooking. Some people, have families. Crazy stuff like
Yeah.
that.
I don't know one person that has a family.
I mean, we all technically have a family if you think about it.
Are you sure about that?
I mean, not like I'm not like that, but like relatives. If you think about it like that, that's
Okay. Okay.
Think about it like that. We're all basically cousins.
Yeah.
I mean,
No,
yeah.
stop. I don't like where that's going. But yeah. Yeah, Dying Light is about to come out. I was gonna mention this
Are
because
we
I'm
talking about
seeing.
this?
Yes, because I'm looking at stuff right now, and let me tell you something. I'm seeing good things, and that's wearisome for me because I don't know if I want to play this yet or not, but it looking good. Do you guys
I
want to? Are you guys interested in getting this?
Yo, actually, I'm glad you said that because I was actually watching, my favorite streamers when I was at work playing Dying Light 2. But it looks fun. But the reason I say that is because I was like, I wouldn't buy the game on my own, but I would certainly play it with friends because it looks fun. I was never really into the first game. Also,
Yeah, I agree with that.
I'll be scary, so I choose carefully what horror games I choose to play. Not that I've played
I
many.
can't really get into horror games that much.
But Dying Light is cool.
Zombies,
I think for
That's
me,
a
Dying
horror
Light,
game?
it's more action oriented.
I mean,
I was gonna say any game where you
action
get to
zombie.
drop kick a zombie instantly stops being a horror game.
I mean, yes, but
But
like the idea of a
yeah.
zombie being right in front of me, no matter what, terrifies me.
I mean, it
Also,
is
you
first
can-
person. Yeah, I get it. It's creepy.
Yeah.
I can see it.
Yeah, but that being said, the game does look fun. I'd play it with some people if I
Oh,
got my
yeah.
hands on it.
Yeah.
I'd try this one mainly because it looks more interesting from what I've seen of it than the first one did. The first one was okay, but it just I don't know. It didn't have enough to keep me interested, I think.
I didn't
you know
play
what's a
the
game
first
that's
one over the second one.
Oh.
I ain't played the first one, and I ain't seen too much about the second one. But like, I may get it like down the line, maybe. Because I'm playing an entirely different game right now, and I kind of want to get into that.
Oh, what game have you been playing?
I'm looking at Skyrim.
Skyrim.
Yeah,
That's
and I
true.
played that.
You did say that, yes.
Yeah, I was I played this all the way back in middle school when it like when I had my PS3. I was in high school, one of the fucking schools. Um, and I remember beating it, but I don't remember anything about the game other than the beginning because it's been memed out to hell. So I'm just
Oh, when
going
you
through
picked
it
up
again.
on the wagon with the hay and everything, it was like the guy.
Yeah, you're finally awake.
You're
Got
finally
caught by
awake.
that, whatever the
You're
fuck.
finally awake. Yeah,
Hey,
You're
you're
finally
finally awake. Yep, that's me. Finally
yeah, I'm
awake.
That's
awake.
really
My
about
name.
the
Yeah,
extent I know about that game.
yeah, I woke up. What's new?
Yeah. It's probably the most
Every
memorable
day I
thing to
wake
come
up.
out of Skyrim.
And that intro is wild because nobody knows who the hell you are. You don't have no family, no friends. Nobody be like, "Oh, hey man, how's it going? It's been a while."
Oh,
You just so happen to be here.
You
Your
just
mama
is
know
ain't
that why?
looking for you at all.
woke up.
Is that why you're still homeless in the game?
Probably.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're just like this bum that just
You
woke
gotta
up.
establish yourself into society. You know how much
But
work?
you do get a home at some point.
You got to like do a quest to get a home.
You gotta wait. You can't buy the home. I thought you can buy
No,
homes.
not at first. The quest that like I'm on right now, the dude literally said, "Hey, you help us out in our town. I'll give you you'll be thing. I'll give you a little house, Gerald, and also have a chance to buy some houses." I was like, "That's all I've wanted right now."
Jeez.
What part are you at? Like, are you fighting vampires yet or anything? Or
No, the moment I got to the town to do the things, I'm in fucking. I still have that shit up actually. What's my map? Falk
And
Reef, the deer place.
deer place.
And
Nice.
yeah, and before I even walked into the town, some dude stopped me and asked me, "Hey, you want to fight some vampires?" I was like, "Who the hell are you?"
Yo, do you get chased by bears in that game? Are there bears in that game?
Yes, it's bears. I just randomly went to like this like grave site basically. Sniped a couple skeletons, felt proud as hell, beat some dude that popped out of his tomb. And then while I started looting his chest, a fucking saber-toothed tiger came out from behind me.
oh my
God.
god, I thought those things were extinct.
They're
Not in
mammoths in
that
this game.
game.
Like
It's a
there are
different
mammoths
kind, you
and
see.
vampires and werewolves and a
This
bunch
is
of
a
other stuff. But
fantasy game.
saber-toothed
That's
tigers, that's just a
fantasy.
kid's tale.
Skyrim takes place in 2022, right? Pretty sure.
Yeah,
Yo,
that's why.
this game that was released in like 20 fucking 12, 13. Yeah, it's based on 2022, the future of this
I
Oh,
society.
mean,
It's the exact
they
same
keep
as Sword
porting it
Art
like it's
Online.
freaking modern. They keep porting it like it's modern, like it was released yesterday.
You gotta
They
stop
said they won't
re-releasing that
stop
game.
doing.
Too many
They
people
said they
have played
won't
that
stop
game
doing
already.
it.
They need to stop re-releasing it.
All right, since we doing this podcast, we need to make sure one person talks at a time. Because I don't know how much that Craig picked up.
Yes, that's what I was gonna say earlier. I was like, I don't want to tiptoe over people, but at the same time, I don't know how they're gonna hear that. So yeah,
Right.
yes, exactly what you just said. Uh, but let's get off this game thing because not all people like gaming. If I'm
That's
going to be frank with the
Yeah.
people in
Sure.
this room, yes, this room that we're in the same room. I don't know if you guys knew this. I'm looking right at Emmanuel's face, and it's I think he's mad at me right now. So
Yeah, this room's like 500 miles wide.
nah, yeah, we're not in the same room. I was joking. I don't know if
I
no one.
wasn't gonna say shit.
Yeah,
Like, are we
but
keeping or not?
I want to go to I want to talk about something, but I don't want to go in that route because I feel like the connectivity between gaming and this topic makes it worse. So I'm gonna use it as another step, just because I was gonna talk about anime, but gaming and anime.
In that whole jumble, my bad. In that whole jumble of stuff that we're talking about, I literally said, "Yeah, Sword Art Online came out in 2022."
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
You missed
Like,
the
that's
segue.
canonically the time.
Okay.
Yo,
Fuck
Elon,
yeah.
can I say something real quick before you move on?
Damn, we doing it again.
God damn it! Listen here. One of yous has got to say, "Hey, can I speak or something, man?"
That's
Or
what I
raise
just
your
said.
hand.
But
Raise
at the
your
same
hand.
time I
Shut
said
your
that,
ass up,
I was
man.
getting spoken over.
Yeah, I
literally
didn't. I couldn't hear you because of Logan. Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I have volume when I speak.
You are a
Yo,
big voiced man, and that is a true fact right there.
Yeah.
to our listeners, we'll get it together. I promise. This is about. It's important to mention that this
I'm
is
not
the
gonna.
first episode.
Hey, what? We're not gonna. I'm not gonna lie to them like you are, Emmanuel. We're gonna
What?
do this again. We're gonna fuck up like so much. I guarantee you, we're gonna talk over each other 17 times.
I
Literally,
didn't say
one of our
when.
good
I just said we
friends.
would.
One of our good friends does do that a lot, but I don't. It's not like a bad thing. It's just like he's so in depth in conversation that he will continuously keep talking, and it's like I feel like that's gonna get a little bit crazy.
I be vocally fighting him sometimes to take control of the conversation.
Yeah, yeah. I try to at least like if that happens, I try to at least like talk about something or comment on it and like add to the conversation a little bit. But like yeah.
All right.
We're gonna fuck up probably. Yeah, no, that's basically what I was saying.
Yeah.
Okay. So, if he, Manuel, next time you want to talk, just say, "Shut your dumb ass up," and they start talking.
Yes, say exactly that, so we all
Will it,
know.
will it work?
Who knows?
Maybe.
Try it. And do it next time you want to talk, and do it unexpectedly.
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
I'm not gonna talk to like the last 2 minutes of the podcast.
Yeah, do it like at the end where I'm actually trying to say
Your
goodbye to
dumb
everybody.
ass up in the podcast.
Yeah, he's like doing the closure, and like as he's like, "All right, guys, we'll see you next time." Shut your dumb.
Oh fuck, that's funny. Oh my god. All right, wait, what? Wait, did you
What
guys
are you trying
want
to
to
say,
talk?
man?
What were you
Huh?
saying? Yeah, what
What
were
were you
you
trying to
saying?
say?
What were you saying? That's
I
what I was about
mean,
to say.
I was just only saying that just to the listeners or whoever's paying attention. I was just saying that keep in mind it is our first podcast recording, so
Yeah.
I was gonna say I was like we'll get it together eventually. That don't mean anytime soon, but eventually. But my point was gonna be like, as you see, we just spoke about video games. So that kind of already gives you the first topic we talked about was video games. So that gives you a slight picture as to the people you're dealing with here. And then our next topic was potentially anime. So I just wanted to see who was paying attention. I mean, we'll talk about games, we'll talk about anime. I'm sure we'll talk about
Talk about daily life.
how's your day going.
I,
We're talking
I
about
don't.
movies and music and all that.
And then we'll
Yeah.
talk about the world at some point as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll have
I don't know
like
why, Manuel. I thought you were gonna say, "Yeah, we'll be talking about anime and video games." But don't worry, guys. We got bitches. And I thought you were about to say some shit like that.
That's the only thing we
no,
don't. Not at the moment.
no, sir, don't do that.
We got Craig.
Crazy.
We got Craig.
And also, we do have Craig, but also we will probably get into because we have like differing opinions on sometimes, especially like personal likes and tastes. Like EJ might like this, Emmanuel doesn't like that. They'll fucking go into like a 10-minute argument about it. Who knows? Maybe
mean,
it's real argument. Maybe it's a fake argument. You don't know.
A fake argument. Either way, I'm right.
Nope.
Yes, that's the way he
Fake
feels. That guy's
Nope.
that man's a narcissist.
Yeah.
I don't have a differing opinion. My opinion just matches everybody else's.
You are a sheep.
That
You
sounds
can
like
describe-
fun.
You are a sheep then. I'm sorry, man. That's sad to hear.
Lamb to the slaughter, my nigga.
If you form your own opinions.
Sheep in sheep's clothing.
Well, yeah. But yeah, I was wasn't sure if we should talk about anime because I was like, I'm not.
I don't mind. I don't mind talking
I
about
don't know.
anime. I don't want to. We don't have to.
People are weird about anime sometimes.
I don't
Like,
even
Let's
like
talk about how weird people are about anime.
you watch anime? That's
mean-
gross.
I mean,
Gross.
on the same topic, Gavin.
Yes.
Anime more recently, at least in the United States, has become much more widespread. And
Yeah. I do agree about that. I do.
Like,
But
if
that's
you
still-
can't go anywhere without someone mentioning Attack on Titan or Demon Slayer right now because they're at the height of their seasons right now.
That is
Oh my
true.
god. Attack on
That is
Titan.
Yeah, great show by the way. Both of them
I'm
great.
not gonna watch that show, and
Why?
I have
No,
No,
reasons.
we're playing the video game. There's
What's your
two
reason
games.
for not
Play the
watching
game.
any of their shows?
I started beforehand, and I could not get into it when I got back into it. And secondly, it's one of those shows that it's popular, and I get it. And I watched it myself, and I enjoyed it when I watched it. I just couldn't. I don't know. I just don't see myself actually getting into the show as heavily. I might
No,
have to
are you
rewatch
talking
it.
about Attack
but,
on
like-
Titan or Demon Slayer?
Attack on Titan, Demon Slayer, I will watch definitely. I literally bought DVDs of Demon Slayer. I'm
Interesting.
watching that
So,
for sure.
what was it about Attack on Titan that essentially just made you not for me?
I was in the episode, I think, after they found the female Titan,
Mm-hmm.
and then I don't know why. It's just the dialogue, and then at that moment, I was like, I don't know. I didn't. There's no connection to the characters. There's no emotional connection. Maybe I had to rewatch it. Probably I had to rewatch it, but at the time, I just didn't feel like keeping on watching it. I got bored. I don't know. It was that weird moment. I don't know if it was just me personally at the time, because it might have been. It might have been a reason why I didn't like it, but I just couldn't get into it.
I'm remembering back to when I watched that part of the second season for the first time again, and it is a little slow. So maybe that's what it was, but I
Yeah.
guarantee that it picks up after that little arc. It picks up real fast.
Because I really liked when the main character became a Titan, his whole thing. That part was really good. And then I don't know why, it was just that part it was just those episodes. Like the female Titan was there, and then after that they were discussing all this stuff and they were on their horses, and I was just like, I'm not into this slowness right now. I just stopped, I guess, watching it. I don't know.
To bounce back from that, I feel like the slow moments in the show are more rare nowadays.
Yeah.
Because in the current season 4, part 2, it is going nonstop. Isayama, the mangaka, has created something truly spectacle in contrast to some of real world issues.
Oh,
And it's going nonstop right now. I don't want to give away any spoilers. So I'm
Yo,
not going to say much more, but if you do end
Yeah.
up back into it, I promise it is worth your time.
it's one of those like I was just thinking back to somebody else who had said something about the show, just based off of somebody who didn't like it. Because I've heard a few people who like strongly dislike that show. But like one dude basically said, this was like kind of when not too long after the show even started. But he was basically like the reason he didn't want to watch it is because he had felt like it was full, or people mostly liked it because of shock value, meaning like it would, hit you with stuff that you like. I guess, I don't know, sudden. I don't even know how to describe shock value, but if you know what I mean, like as far as things happening very suddenly, but like that's what keeps the attention of the people watching it. And so he was like, I don't like the fact that it seems like a show that's so strong on shock value that like there's nothing deeper there. Like the reason why it's so good is just because like, oh, this crazy unexpected thing just happened, which admittedly, yes, that is in the show quite a bit, but like it's one of those shows, like I said, he said that back when it was like kind of just starting. But like as like the story and stuff has gone on, it's like, yo, like this is way deeper than just shock value. Like this is actually genuinely good story writing, and
It's
like
not only that, the amount of foreshadowing that was developed early on may have seemed like shock, but looking back at it now, it was development of the story for everything, like character development, actual development, things like that.
Yeah, like, because I understand what he was saying with the shock value stuff. Specifically, thinking back to, like, without talking about any specific scenes, but just the general premise of the show as far as having Titans around literally killing people or eating people. And there's, like, the scene of you could, like, a Titan literally, like, biting somebody in half or whatever. And, like, it's like that itself is kind of like a shocking thing to see. So he was kind of like that kind of stuff. He was like, if that's all the show is, there's no point in watching it. But, like,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's really crazy.
It's crazy, but it's so much more than just shock value.
Yeah.
You know what's a good show?
What's a good show?
What?
It's a classic, okay? I'm recommending this to the viewers because I seen it as a kid, but I don't think many have. And that's Bo 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 Bo. Let me tell you something, kids. Let me tell you something. If you weren't watching Toonami, you don't know what's hot back then, okay? And that show was one of the good ones, okay? Because it was dumb. It was made by Americans and was just straight up dumb shit. But it was good dumb shit. Yeah. Bo Bo
I
Bo
can
Bo.
personally say I haven't seen.
There was tons of stuff on Tsunami that just made my childhood. Like I started watching anime because my dad watched Dragon Ball Z with me, and he had the collection of Dragon Ball Z. Like he had the Cell Saga and the Frieza Saga, all on DVD, and I just watched that with him whenever the fuck we could. So he was the one that really got me into anime because I started looking for most of after that.
Oh. DBZ is a good, probably most of how people started at least watching. I feel like as at least for our kids our age, how they got into anime. That and Naruto, because Naruto was on at the same time.
Naruto is widely popular in the States.
Yeah.
Bro, that's been voted like the most popular anime for like several years.
Ew.
Yeah.
Or at least maybe Shonen. I forget what it was. Or at least
Yeah.
I think it was only voted that in Japan. I don't remember.
Like,
Maybe.
shows like that, like
It's never
Bleach,
happened at all.
It's never happened at all. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Why are you backtracking right now? What the fuck?
It said Naruto's voted the best anime. Actually, was it the best shonen? Actually, it might have been only Japan. You know what? It's never happened.
No, it definitely happened. I got proof. I just gotta find it.
Yeah, like you're gonna
Naruto
show anyone the proof. What are you gonna tweet it out?
Naruto is incredibly popular in the States, but and it is popular in Japan, but there are other shows that are just as popular in Japan that aren't just as popular in the States like Naruto is.
Actually, maybe I worded that wrong. Maybe it's not the most popular. I think it was voted like the best anime or the greatest anime or something.
You know, they say Akira's a classic. That's
Yeah.
90s. There's Neon Genesis Evangelion, whatever the fuck that word is. That's
Evangelion?
yes, that's how it's said. I completely forgot.
That
I
is
forgot.
how
I
it
was
is said,
I
apparently.
don't ever want to watch that anime. I still know how to say that name.
Evangelion. That's how it's said. I remember saying it right, but I was watching a streamer say it wrong, and I guess her saying it wrong was so funny to me that I ingrained it in my brain. Now, Evangelion is just the funniest thing I've ever remembered.
Evangelion bits.
That's a classic.
Oh, you know what's another
that's one,
great
but, like,
introduction to anime that a lot of people are familiar with?
Ooh, I can.
Studio Ghibli films.
Oh, you're right.
Incredibly
Spirited Away.
Yeah, Spirited Away, My Neighbor Totoro.
Yep.
Mary and the Witch's Flower, Spirited Away. Yeah, you said that. Sorry. But like, it's movies like that that are great introductions to the medium because like, anime can get away with things that CGI and live action can't really get away with. You know what I mean?
You talking about animation in general, right?
Yeah, animation in general, honestly, but like anime in particular just has that oomph to it. Because I know when we were younger, we grew up with things like Kids Next Door. We grew up with things like Danny Phantom and shows like that. But like nowadays, I don't feel like a lot of shows have that same impressionality to it. Like what do you know what's airing right now that you are currently watching, like in American medium animation?
There was a show called Clarence when I was still watching Cartoon Network, and
Yo,
I was in
yo.
like college, and I remember watching it and thinking, this is some cute, silly shit. I fuck with this. But then like I guess like a bunch of people like hated it or some shit because it stopped airing, and now this show called Craig of the Creek is going on. And
I
that
hear
one
that.
seemed fine too, but I was trying to figure out what was wrong with Clarence. He was just a little happy fat kid.
Maybe they thought he was annoying or something. I don't know. Clarence is fine. I like the show. It's funny.
I do remember seeing that. I also remember watching something really good that was airing on Disney, which was The Owl House. And
I remember
in
that.
sci-fi setting
I've
and everything,
watched a few
great,
episodes.
great comedy and stuff. A lot of the same staff from the people who worked on Gravity Falls.
Oh, you said
but-
Owl House.
Owl
Yeah,
I was
Owl House
thinking,
is a
I was
that's a
thinking the
newer
Loud
show.
House at first.
No.
Loud
Owl House is
House?
it's a
No.
newer thing.
Owl House, like the bird that goes, "Whoo!"
Yeah. Yeah,
Are we
yeah,
talking
yeah,
about
yeah. I got you.
Yeah.
Are we talking about shows we watch now, right now, or like?
Yeah, but like
I thought we were talking about
those
like
are shows
current
that
shows, at
those
least
are
something
just
like
some
that.
shows that have left impressions on us. But I don't feel like a lot is airing nowadays that has that same oomph to like when we were kids growing up.
Yeah, I think it's like there's cartoons that once every now and then I feel like have that effect.
And I
At
feel like
least
the Owl House
today.
is a good example of something that left a good impression on me. But other than that, I can't really remember much else recently.
Yeah, I don't know recently a cartoon that I got interested in. Mostly it was anime stuff, to be honest with you, like Jujutsu Kaisen. I got interested in that.
Yeah,
That was a good anime that came out that
They-
I actually liked.
Jujutsu Kaisen Zero, the movie that's kind of like a prequel to the events of the anime, is coming out in the States in like February or March, very soon, in sub and dub, and it aired in Japan for premiered like Christmas or something.
I still gotta finish the show.
Get with the times.
I'm only on episode 3.
How have you not been spoiled of everything?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say I haven't been spoiled, but I don't think I have been. I've been spoiled on like a scene of somebody fighting. I have no clue who they are except for like one person, but like that's just because he's the main character. So really, I'm like I wasn't spoiled on anything because I don't know what the heck's going on in there.
That's crazy. In today's like internet cultures and everything, you get spoiled about everything. I don't even
All you
watch
gotta do is
Euphoria, but like I can't get
Euphoria
caught up without
is-
a spoiler.
Fucking nuts. They need to calm down. It's just
Like,
just an HBO drama, damn it.
yeah.
I get it, coming of age. We're all 20 and we all feel some way about it. But come on now, you don't just say shit about the actual plot on Twitter. What is this, a Marvel film? You gotta spoil things now?
Man,
You're crazy. They're crazy.
there was so much hype for Spider-Man No Way Home. I don't know how they're gonna top it again.
That was a really good movie, but who knows? Maybe Doctor Strange might do it because Doctor Strange was in Spider-Man, and so many people saw the Spider-Man. They may be like, "Oh, Doctor Strange! I remember him from that movie," and they'll go see it. Easy as that.
I mean, maybe, but like at the same time,
Also, it's Multiverse of Madness. People want to know if there's like more characters that get like cameos. Like they're probably gonna go see it just for the possible cameos in that movie. To be honest.
I agree. But will it have the same hype and the same cultural effect?
Probably
Spider-Man.
not. Mainly because Doctor Strange came out in like 2016. People like Doctor Strange a lot in Infinity War. He did more in that movie.
Yeah,
But I don't know, like, because like he did more in the movies he wasn't in his own. And so like he got more popular over time. So probably, maybe, I don't know.
Quick question. What was the cultural effect of Spider-Man No Way Home?
like the hype that happened with the build up to that film, the rumors that were flying everywhere.
Yeah, people wanted a trailer and shit.
coming out and then everyone going absolutely nuts over it.
That's
Because
cool
Spider-Man is a
that's cool for
character that
the
does that stuff, but
that's cool for the entertainment and the enjoyment of it and like the expectations and all that. How did that change culture?
I don't think it changed anything about culture. I think it was just the movie
You
culture
said
stuff.
you
I
said
think it
you
was
said it impacted culture, and I got so confused. I was like,
it
wait, what?
was it was a cultural event because a lot of people went see it all together.
I think for the premises of MCU culture or just
There you go.
big film culture, that was like a huge thing for this movie in general. It didn't change, black culture
Yeah,
or
it's like,
no,
There
nothing
was
like that.
no
Nothing like
Miles
Black Panther
Morales
or
in this
anything like that.
movie.
damn,
There was no
Spider-Man No
Miles
Way
Morales.
Home. My boss saw Spider-Man No Way Home, and now I got a bigger paycheck. Thank you, Spider-Man.
Oh my god. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, man.
I went back to look at some of the shows on Cartoon Network, at least the ones that were like airing or like new ones.
Hmm.
There's literally a show called Jellystone about like Yogi Bear, Cindy Bear, Huckleberry Hound, and a bunch of other Jellystone like
Like
old
a
school
remake?
cartoons.
Yeah.
Is it a
Yeah,
remake?
No, it's
I
not a
don't know.
I don't think it's a remake, but
I think
it's
it's like
old characters
whatchamacallit.
into this kind of new TV show based around the town they live in.
I think it's like the Looney Tunes show, if y'all remember that,
Yeah, it's
where they
uh
kind of put like the old school characters in like a modern setting.
like they all live together in this town and it's old characters from the Hanna-Barbera cartoons. And it's just them kind of doing their stuff, daily stuff.
And then there's one called For Lucas the Spider, if y'all remember that thing.
Fuck no, I don't even know what that is.
It's like a YouTube. It was like I think it was on YouTube. It's definitely on YouTube, firstly. But I don't know if it was a YouTube only thing or what it was. But it was just like this cute little spider doing cute little things.
Oh, is it the small one with the big eyes on the little
Yeah,
hand?
yeah.
Got you. We got a show?
You know what's
I think so. It's on Cartoon
possibly
Network.
possibly a good adult animation that is made by the guy who made Regular Show.
Oh,
It's called Close Enough.
Oh, I saw a couple episodes of that. I remember that.
See, that's a good one that might ingrain on at least the younger.
I've never heard of
Maybe.
that.
I feel like that would ingrain more in us who saw regular show and can immediately
true.
recognize the animation style.
Yeah, I was thinking more younger in terms of like 18-year-olds, 19-year-olds.
Yeah.
Because I'm not that young anymore. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, that show's pretty good. It got the
I don't know
dude
too
who's in Big Mouth.
Where do you watch that?
Oh,
Hulu?
Close Enough? You talking about Close
Yeah.
Enough?
It's on like
HBO
TBS
Max.
or something.
Oh, okay.
Online, yeah.
The HBO Max thing.
Okay.
That's where
Yeah, I
haven't
Jellystone was on too.
I never heard of either of those shows.
I haven't watched too much like adult animation recently since except
Well,
like some stuff on Netflix, like the Dota 2 stuff and
Dude.
Castlevania.
Adult animation. I think 2021 was like its greatest year because of all the new shows it has. And
Yeah.
like Rick and Morty season 5 happened and it was pretty good. I enjoyed that. There was like what other show was there? Invincible came out. That's a good show.
that was pretty good.
Smiling Friends. I don't know if you heard about this show. It was made by the guy who's an animator on YouTube called Psychic Pebbles. And he made it with this other guy who was on YouTube, Michael Cusack. And it has a bunch of YouTube creators that are featured in the show, and it is fucking crazy. But it's like
I know what you're talking about. I just looked it up. I've seen these people.
Yeah. He was on Oni Plays and stuff like that. This show is like another good show that came out that's coming to HBO Max soon, I think. But you can watch it on Adult Swim. That's pretty good. I got some good adult animation finally coming out like in this year, stuff like that. Pretty cool.
I want to watch Smart Friends, but I haven't yet. I only know about it because of Zach from Only Plays.
Yeah,
and
there's also like scenes from the first episode you can watch on Adult Swim, and I'm not gonna lie, it's dark as shit, but I'm down for it. I guess
I probably won't watch it. I don't know why. I'm not like crazy like in depth when it comes to like animation. Like I'll instantly look at something and think, oh my god, like the anime god made that one, and oh that's from Robot Jesus right there, or whatever.
Mhm.
But like if I see an animation and like I just don't like the way it looks, I just will not watch the show. Like I've done the same thing with JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I don't like the way it looks, so I don't see myself
Yeah,
ever watching JoJo.
I understand. You probably would
Okay.
like maybe bits of the comedy, I would think, but I don't think if you don't
No,
like.
no doubt. If it's a comedy show and y'all tell me it's good, I'll probably like it because it's the same way with JoJo. I've seen bits and pieces of JoJo, and I think this shit is fucking hilarious. I ain't
Yes,
gonna
but
sit
that's
down and
not the
watch that shit
entire
though.
show. Yeah.
You won't catch me
Yeah,
watching this shit though.
understandable. Understandable.
yeah, I didn't think I would like JoJo, and I really like JoJo. Although I haven't continued, which I will, I plan to, but I'm surprised at how much I like that show.
Recently, Part 6 of JoJo's Stone Ocean came out, and I don't think I've seen the hype around a JoJo fall off as quickly. But I don't know why that happened, though, because it's hugely popular. But, like, maybe, I don't know.
The
Maybe it was
Stone Ocean
Netflix
arc
releasing
or the
everything all at
animation?
once? I don't know, because, like, Netflix releases everything in the same day, basically. But, like, in the
Sometimes.
past, JoJo's would release weekly, and you'd be able to watch and let their adventure for that day or whatever soak in for a week and then move on. But like with Netflix releasing it all at the same day, you could binge it and move on, and you didn't really get to soak up the story as much. So I wonder if that is going to have like an adverse effect on the series or any other series, really.
I don't think that's the reason because they released all the parts of Castlevania at the same time, and that's awesome.
Yeah, but like I guess it's just the animation medium then, because JoJo's Stone Ocean is still like incredibly popular, but the hype for it just disappeared after a week of it airing.
When did it air? Because it could have just been like other stuff that also came along with it around that time.
It released a couple months ago, like November, December of 2021.
And
But I
around
don't
that
know, with
time,
the
wasn't
build up with
like
like Golden Wind and everything, the hype just continued with the series
wasn't
as
like
it
when
continued airing.
did Demon Slayer Season 2 start coming out?
Back in September, they started redoing the Mugen Train arc, but they're in the Entertainment District arc right now, and that is about to end with a huge episode, I believe. There's a rumor that's going to be a 40-minute long episode for the finale of season 2.
Dope. Well,
Dope.
that's what I'm saying. Like they had like other animes or like other shows or just like anything in general. Like also that was also around when like all the Spider-Man hype was also happening.
I mean,
Yep.
you're also right about that. It could have
Also,
just been distractions.
also, The Witcher came out Netflix too. The season 2. That
Oh,
might
and
also.
then, yeah, Witcher too.
Yeah. So at least in American mediums, it was kind of foreshadowed. JoJo's Stone Ocean.
I think a bunch of shit came out and kind of overshadowed it. Definitely.
Yeah, because at the
Yeah, I
end of
understand that.
2021, just it was a lot of stuff coming out, like just in like
I mean,
entertainment in
A lot of
general,
stuff
like
that had been
movies,
postponed
shows,
too.
video games.
yeah, Cowboy Bebop, the live action series came out. People
Yeah.
were watching that, and the actual original series came out in there, and they're probably watching that too. So,
I actually started watching the original because the live action came out.
yep, there you go. There you go.
So yeah, it just fell victim to like the the Titanfall 2 deal. Well, Titanfall 2 was a great game, but it got overshadowed because it came out in between Call of Duty and
Bunch of
Halo.
big shit. Yeah.
Yeah, understandable.
Yeah, that's why like some of these like companies like, and they're multi-billion-dollar companies, and I'm just some dude in an apartment. But like, how you not paying attention to your competition and not staying in your lane?
Or maybe the companies are doing the best they can. It's just the like the main companies themselves who are like, yeah, we're gonna push you back because we want this game here. It's kind of like they don't have
No,
a
that's what I'm
choice kind
talking
of
about
thing.
though. They could have
Yeah,
like pushed it back a little bit if the game couldn't be ready earlier. They could have pushed it back so that all the like big stuff, all the like big name games got their popularity, and then you come in and be like, "Hey, yo, guys, remember this?" And everybody be like, "Yo, I do remember that. When is that
just
coming out?
the
Soon."
big games,
Yo,
the big games, they just don't want to move. They don't. They're like, we
yeah, they,
stick to a schedule and we stick to where our date is. We're not changing for anybody.
like out in November. I better not catch any of you motherfuckers in November.
Call of Duty, that's November. No one else steps foot in November except
What you gonna
indie
do
games.
about it?
What's going to do about it? Cancel
That's
Call of Duty?
interesting.
God, I hope they do. In Call of Duty, there's no more stories to tell.
You think they're about
What
to end that?
else?
They just got purchased.
What else war stories could they tell? They run out. They're
They went to
repeating stories.
they went to the future
Well,
and then came back.
I mean, you saw
They
what
went to
they
the
did.
future. They did World War II like 5 times. They did modern like 6 times. They did 80s twice. What else is there, man?
Yo, they tried to get rid of the story and campaign, and people complain, and so they brought it back. Nobody knows what they
Yes,
want.
because as a game, you don't want to pay $60 for multiplayer. Just drop the price.
Yeah,
That's all
but
they had
then
to
they're
do. They
paying
remake it.
$60 for a campaign that they're not even gonna play, and then they take it away. They're like, "I guess people ain't playing this campaign." And people are like, "What are you doing? Bring the campaign back!" And then they're like, "I don't want to play the campaign. I'm gonna
There's a
play
difference
multiplayer."
between not playing the campaign and then having a really bad campaign.
Yeah, look,
Like,
look.
like, oh man,
It's
I
all
put this
about
because I thought y'all didn't like it. It was like, yeah, we didn't because you did a bad job at it.
literally. Look, there's a thing about value in games. It depends on the price. The price is what value is. If $60, there better be $60 worth of fucking content in that game. If it's just multiplayer, that's not worth 60 fucking dollars. I'm sorry. What am I paying for then? Just to get shot
Right?
and yell and leave the game and never play the game again? I'm
Real
sorry.
shit. That's exactly what happened with Street Fighter Five. Street Fighter Five released with only multiplayer and practice mode.
Like,
Street Fighter, a game that came out in the arcades with tower mode, little fucking you pick a character, go through the world, beating up people, fight a big boss
yeah.
at the end. They didn't have that in Street Fighter Five when it
Yep.
released, and they still sold that thing for $60.
Didn't
And they
Street
got
Fighter
yelled at into
establish that
submission.
genre?
Yeah, and then afterwards they were like, "Hey guys, look, we put it in now." I'm like, "You should have had that shit in from the beginning."
Too
Fuck
late.
you.
This game has already been declared not that great. I'm
Fuck you.
sorry. You can't change
And
that
now,
rating.
and now people nowadays like, "Oh, you should play Street Fighter Five now." Yeah, it's all the stuff now. It's got more characters, all these other people, and the little arcade mode. It's like, yeah, but you remember when they released it and it wasn't there? No, punish these people for not getting it right.
Look
Like,
at Mortal
I don't understand.
Kombat. Mortal Kombat is a perfect example. They keep the campaign. They don't listen to anybody. They do what they're doing, and they do it good. They change stuff occasionally. And like the towers thing is okay. I don't like the towers thing that much, but it's what they do. People go in the towers thing. They go multiplayer. They do AI battles. That's also a thing to get gear. There's stuff to do besides
And all
just
and
go
all that,
online.
like Street Fighter 5 didn't need to have like anything extra other than the arcade mode, the practice mode, and then online play. Like
Yeah,
that's literally like all they needed. That's all like Street Fighter Third Strike had. And people still love that game.
yeah, that's true.
But like you don't just leave out like your most important
Yeah, the
element
most
from your
important
game.
element
Like the
because
thing that like got y'all off y'all feet to actually be a multi-billion-dollar company. You don't just take that out of the game.
and I get it, Emmanuel. You're a COD stand, but listen, Call of Duty is not good anymore as it used to be. Just release a zombies game. Just do it. No one's gonna give a shit. They're still gonna buy the game.
I'm
Just
on your
release
side
it.
here. I don't even play the COD campaigns anymore. The last one I played was the reboot Modern Warfare.
That was
And
good.
even before that, yeah, and that was really good. That's probably
That was
I would
really
say
good.
favorite campaign, but that was a really good
That's a good
campaign.
campaign. That was a good.
Like Black Ops 3, I played like the first 2 missions of that one, never went back to it. I
Yeah,
got
that one's
Cold War.
trash.
I didn't even start the Cold War campaign. And then the other game, I don't even remember what the other one was.
I started
Van-
that campaign. It wasn't good.
You talking about Vanguard or
Talking about Vanguard?
No, Vanguard. Oh, that's the newest one. I haven't even played. I don't have that one, so I haven't played that.
World War. You talking
you
about World
about
War
to play
II?
that one?
World War II. I think I played that campaign.
I don't think there was a. I think they had a break, didn't they? Because I don't know. I don't remember. I don't remember.
But anyways,
But
I'm on your side. Like, I don't really care. I mean, I do care about the campaign, but I've kind of fallen off of them. I play the game straight up for multiplayer and zombies, which is why I want a zombie standalone game so
yeah,
bad. But it's
please.
fine. Whatever.
You know what they should do? Just have a collection of all the maps they've made, put it in a like game, add some new ones, create a storyline thing that they want. Who gives a shit? Just have zombies on its own. It's better off anyway. You'd make more money. Fuck it. Fuck that shit.
Whatchamacallit?
Ooh.
Um, I hate to break away from shooting games, but fuck shooting games. This is my segue. Fighting games.
Oh, the topic's
I
over.
love fighting games to death, but like, there's most of the new ones that have come out are like not fun to like keep playing. At least like from like a casual like standpoint. You can hop online and like get better at the game, get your ass beat, go to practice mode, figure out some cool little combos you like doing, hop back online, have some fight somebody that like is also using the same character as you, get your ass beat again because they're using really flashy combos. You think to yourself, damn, I'm gonna go back and figure out how to do that shit. And like you can do all that and like it's fun for a while, but there's nothing keeping you like in the game if like you just don't feel like being competitive right then and there. Like there's no like fun little like side games and fighting games anymore. Like
Yeah, there used to
how
be some good ones.
Mortal Kombat Armageddon was a really like mediocre slash bad fighting game, but goddamn was
God
it fun playing
damn.
Mortal Kombat back.
Yo, the side shit was probably the best part of that
Fucking
game.
they had a whole weird little campaign that didn't make any sense.
Yeah, it made no sense.
Uh,
Oh
they
god.
had a fucking racing game in it.
All
Mortal
the
Kombat Deception had
What?
chess.
yeah,
A
all the
racing game?
PS2 versions of Mortal Kombat had like side games like chess. You could play chess. You could play like a Mario Kart version of Mortal Kombat. There's like fucking cool ass side games you could play. Test Your Might is the coolest shit because you're just mashing a button sometimes. But damn, is it fun to break that shit in half?
And I even liked Mortal Kombat 9. I love Mortal Kombat 9 because it had a tag towers. You could just
Oh
grab
yeah,
a friend
tag
and y'all
team.
could just beat the hell out of Shao Kahn in a tower together.
Yeah, that was dope as fuck. I
And
mean, X still
apparently,
had Test Your Might, but it didn't have I don't know, it didn't have that much of a side thing to do besides that.
hold on, I'm looking something up real quick.
Okay.
There was a Street Fighter game that had something called dramatic battles in it.
Oh,
Street Fighter Alpha 2 had this thing called dramatic battles, where it was two people on one side of the screen and one enemy on the other side of the screen. And the two people would be on the screen fighting at the same time instead of tagging in and out. I'm thinking to myself, I want to go back and play that shit.
yeah, that's pretty
Yo,
cool.
that sounds dope.
You know,
It sounds unfair and clunky as hell, but that shit sounds fun.
Tekken made a smart move with Tekken 7 with bringing back bowling because bowling was fun as shit. I
Yeah.
tell you what, I played Tekken Tag Tournament, and that was one of the most things I played. That and like, I wish they would bring back, but I don't think they where it's like you fight. You can set up how many enemies you fight, and you remember that mode where it's like you fight the CPU and you set how many people like you fight like a long list of people, like up to 10. I think they allow you
What,
up to
like
10.
you make your own like tower basically?
Yeah, it was like that, but you had your own amount of people too on your side, and you have to get them down to
Oh,
0. You know what I'm talking about? I forgot the name of the game.
yes. I forgot what it's called too. I only know like the Smash Bros variant of that.
Yeah, but I used to do random, and I would just fucking fight that for like hours just because how fun that was. Like, I wish they
Tekken
bring stuff like that back. That's pretty cool.
Tekken 7 and for what I found out because I only started playing that one for a little bit. Tekken Tag 2 both had like treasure battles, and that's
Yeah,
like the
Treasure
one I
Battle.
use like after I go into practice mode and I want to see if these combos actually work. I go into the treasure mode, and it's basically survival mode, but you don't keep low health as you keep going, and you can just save it and come back for it later. I think that shit's fun.
Yeah, that's pretty fun. Until like you get to a certain rank and they start just whipping ass.
Then you start whipping ass. That's when you
And then you
really
have
go into
yeah,
practice mode.
that's when you really have to start whipping ass.
Moment you start beating those computers, you can think to yourself, "Yo, I can finally hop on online and beat some ass." And you hop online and still get your ass beat. I'm like, damn.
And then you go, damn,
Yeah.
is there a reason I should get online at this point?
But no, like,
'Cause people are crazy.
now I kind of follow the philosophy of Maximilian Dude and this dude called Main Man Sui, a Tekken player that I like watching, where they literally say, yeah, if you're gonna go into practice mode, learn all this stuff, any of the combos you find out or figure out, you won't remember until like a day or two later. And even though you remember them, you're still gonna lose. Just keep going. Just move on. Winning doesn't matter. You're gonna get better either way. And I like that philosophy a lot better than
I
how
like that,
I've
yeah.
used before. But like,
More
damn, I'm
optimism.
not doing this right. Fuck this person I'm up against. They're all using this bullshit 24/7. Stop grabbing me. I don't know how to cancel grabs, you cheater.
I hate the quit philosophy too. Like anyone who's losing, they just quit the game. And I'm just like, why would I get that you're mad, but like why quit the game and like suffer probably a penalty when you could just I don't know, just let it happen, you learn from it and then move on or something. I don't know. So people quitting games kind of ticks me off in a bit because like sometimes you like, oh, I'm one way from ranking up, and this guy just quits. It's like, oh, was it worth ranking up? That's how it happens.
Sometimes in fighting games, I like to just like not move my character just to see what the enemy does. And like most of the time, at least in like Tekken, most of the time they'll like dodge back or swing first and like kind of just like do a few things, and then like when they notice you haven't moved at all, they'll like kind of just push you with their wave dash until you come into the game.
Oh, well, you know what? I got a topic. Let me not segue. Let me just throw this bitch in here. Full
Throw
swing.
that segue in here.
So I just watched the trailer earlier today for Kanye's new documentary series, and I'm
Why is
watching it,
Kanye making
and
a documentary series?
it's well, these guys have been following him and recording him for 21 years, something like that.
Oh my god.
It's from
What?
like when he just started, they were recording him for this document series. So you're gonna see him from before, I think, from before what was the first one? College Dropout. So like I don't know when. I think to today. I don't know. I don't know how long they recorded for, but it's like a 3-part series, and I'm only watching it because I want to know what actual Kanye was like, just to see how he went from what he was to like how he is now. I'm curious. I'm really curious because from what I saw when he was like just starting, he was just trying to make it. That was it. It seemed like this man was just trying to make it as a producer slash rapper.
Yeah, that's
Like,
everybody when they get into it.
god damn. But that's
Yeah.
like one of those things where like that's relatable. And now he's not relatable. He's just some angry man who's mad he can't have his kids. He's mad right now that his kid's on TikTok. And he's like, Kim, I think you should let my kid get off of TikTok. I don't want him on TikTok. And he's ranting about that on Instagram right now. I want to know how he got there, how he went to let me no curse no more, me. I want to know what if it goes that far. Like, what happened? What broke in his psyche? Like,
Yeah.
was it his just his mother's death? You know that caused it. I'm curious. Like, what really kind of just
What made Kanye what he is today?
yeah? What made him fucking insane, dude?
Yo,
Yeah.
I'm
that's wild.
curious.
I'm literally
I-
looking at a picture of Kanye West right now. Crazy.
Yeah, you say what made him crazy, but like sometimes I see like interviews and videos with him, and I think to myself, is he really crazy? Doesn't
He's
seem
not,
that
but
crazy in this one because I
he's not
remember the one where
crazy,
like
but like
it was him and Kim, and
mhm.
Kim. It was the meme where Kim had said, "We don't have a jacuzzi," and Kanye just said, "Can you believe it? Can you believe we don't have a jacuzzi?" I'm like,
I
you know
mean, he's
what?
not
This man.
crazy, but there's something mentally kind of that fucked him up or something. Like, cause I've watched interviews. Like, there's an interview they recently did where his hair was. He did a bunch of designs on his hair, and I looked up. Like, there were like guys I was watching talk about it. I was like, this dude's crazy. What the fuck hairstyle is that? Why is he doing this to himself? And he's talking about how he still loves Kim and all this. And I was just like,
It
there's
could
something that
be.
like, cause like he'll yell for like on rants, and then for a moment when the interview's there, he's like, he seems like he's got his stuff together, but then he makes nonsensical points that sort of make sense but don't really. And you're just curious on how he got there. I'm just curious on how he got
It could
what
just be the
happened.
fame. 'Cause you, like you said, his college dropout came out in 2003.
2004, yeah. Oh,
And like he's been famous that entire time.
yeah. Could be that.
That definitely changes you.
Yeah,
Could be that
fame,
that made him
fame
go,
crazy.
you don't know, Sway. You don't know, Sway.
I mean, he could be like he could be like DJ
You
Khaled
don't know the answers.
and get
You
upset
got
that
wings.
your album didn't get chart the top, but like Billie Eilish's did.
Yeah, DJ Khaled's like I can't stand that man now.
He was
He had his
fun growing up. It was like,
he
yeah,
had
check
his
out this
fun,
yelling nigga.
he had his weird ass funny vines that people were quoting, but like at the end of the day, that man is wacky.
Yeah.
Wacky.
At least he's a good dad.
Yeah, he like I don't know, man.
Fantastic father.
I think he's exploiting his kid a little bit with the way he's used him for an album, just used him for like the ending of an album. He told him to speak, and I was just like, why? It's a baby. I don't know why you want to put him at the end.
But
I get you love your son, but like I
but
mean,
like
no,
one of the rappers I listen to, like legitimately like my favorite rapper like right now, Coda the Friend
Mhm.
did that with his summer album. I gotta see what the fuck the name was. But like the first song in it, it started with like his son talking about just saying some stuff about like how he's back and all this stuff. And then like at the very end on the last song, it's his son repeating everything he says basically. And it's like really cute. So
Oh.
like I don't know if it's just like him. I don't think he's like exploiting his son. His shit. I
Well,
think it's just
if
that
his
hey,
son's like the
I'm
cover of
famous and I can put my son in front of the world. I will.
if it's the son is the cover of two albums, and like I don't know if this is correct in memory, but even his son did an
Everything.
interview, which I
My
don't
bad.
know if that
The
was a
album,
correct
the
thing I
Coda album
remember.
is called Everything. My bad.
Oh, the Everything album.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Coda. So I think he's just doing it because he's like a loving father. I get that, and I get probably DJ Khaled is too. I'm just like I feel like he is a little bit kind of the way he is with his kid, the way he uses his kid. It seems like I don't know. That's the vibe I'm getting from him at least. I
Okay.
don't think anyone else I feel that vibe for the most part.
Yeah. Also, along
Ow.
with the Coda thing.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna get to a different topic, so man can talk.
Yeah, man, how you
Uh,
doing?
there was a scandal or something with Coda like last year.
Mhm.
Um, about how like two of his exes, I guess, like we're talking about on Twitter, how he used to like be like really abusive and like sexual demanding and all this like evil shit. And he didn't really like say anything about it, and everybody was like, oh, why isn't he saying anything about it? He should really do something. And then in his new album, Lyrics to Go Volume 3, there's actually a song in there where he talks about the entire situation. And I haven't seen anything covering that. I'm like, wow. So when he doesn't say anything, it's everywhere. But
When
when he finally said something and it's all making sense and it's like, oh wait, these women are evil.
I mean, people do that
It,
for drama baiting, to be honest.
yeah, like he offered the solution to the problem, and like I don't see anybody talking about that shit at all. I don't know. That just kind of upset me with that shit. But he also mentioned how
Yeah.
in a different song he was gonna like basically take her to court to get full custody of his son.
Oh,
Yeah.
but
I
also
mean,
like,
by the way, he's talking about it,
Legal
she
battle.
seems like not safe to be around. So
in a way, like, why do people feel the need to be like say something? Like, what if he's saying something but he's not saying it on Twitter? What if he's talking to them and he's not saying it on social media? Like, you don't know what he's doing. Why do you need to know what he's doing? Why do you need him to say it on Twitter to make it feel better when he can do it with not on social media? Because that's probably what the best thing is for, not to
that's
do it
also
on social media.
that's also what I like about Coda. He doesn't like he talks about like these like really really personal situations, but like nobody's name is ever mentioned. He doesn't ever, he mentions how much he loves his son. He doesn't ever talk about like his son's name. He mentions about like how his friend died and left him like this beautiful photograph and it means everything to him. But like he doesn't like release personal information about these people. I'm like that's great. Like it lets you like hear somebody's story and then also be able to like relate to it if you couldn't before.
It also keeps the individual's privacy,
Yes.
which is also really nice.
BA Manuel. What about J. Cole?
Yeah, man. What
What
about J.
about
Cole?
him?
Tell us J.
I don't
Cole's
know.
life story. How about
How's
that?
J. Cole's life?
Yo, let me tell you about my boy Jermaine Cole.
I'm listening.
He a rapper. He make music.
Hey,
Damn.
that's all I
Keep
need to
going.
know. I'm in it.
I need
Yo, he
please,
made
give me one more fact.
$100 million. My man's $100 millionaire,
Yo, that's
and
crazy.
he's still on the grind. You know.
Oh, I got like
Hey,
$5 in my wallet. You telling me
Oh
he's
my
got
check.
more than that?
did you know,
I mean,
and can you
only a
speak
little
on
bit.
this? Did you know, and can you speak on this, Emmanuel? That he said in a verse, he would die and go to heaven just so he could feature on Jesus. He could get a feature for Jesus.
Yeah, I think he also followed that up by saying, I think if he got a feature from Jesus, he'd go to hell. I don't remember.
Oh my god!
I don't know either. I just know it was
Hey,
on a
that's the
Benny the
same.
Butcher track.
Tierra, the best female rapper I know, Tierra Whack, also said something like that. I'm sorry, man. I'll come back to J. Cole.
Man,
I
it's an
know the song
advocate.
you're referring to, but I've only listened to that song twice.
It's the new Benny the Butcher track, I think. It has J. Cole in it. It's the
Yeah,
new track I think he had with J.
I had
Cole.
heard that line a couple times, and then I heard the song for the first time like last week or something like that. It's a
That's
good
pretty
song. Good song.
banger. That's a banger.
I mean, J. Cole's on it. You know, can't not be a banger.
Okay, I don't know. I don't
Hey,
know about that.
I don't
Anyway,
know about that.
I'm looking it up right now. Bad J. Cole songs.
I think it's called something
It's just gonna
J.
be a song with "bad" in the title.
Yeah, what that
That's
means.
Wale, stupid.
Speaking of Wale, what's he up to? He's still making music.
That
Oh
man
man,
is
yeah,
somewhere. He's doing stuff probably.
he is. Like I think him and like Webby and like a bunch of other people. Are just like yeah, they had their fame, like they had their big songs. They're still making music. It's just like they're not as popular. Yeah, his last song released like last like music video featuring J. Cole came out 4 months ago.
Who's this? What song is that?
Wale, Poke It Out, featuring J. Cole.
Oh yeah, well, that's a good song. Poke it out, poke it out. It's a great
It's a
song.
good song. Poke it out.
Man, it's crazy.
Stick it out, poke it out. Yo, I like Wale, but he's one of the artists I don't listen to all the time. But I like his music. He got a cool flow. Did he ever?
Yeah.
Oh, he did. I was gonna say, did he ever come perform at our school? That wasn't our school, I don't think. He went to
No.
Southern one time.
Doja
At
Cat
LSU.
came perform at our
Not
school.
LSU.
Doja Cat came.
Yeah, I know.
Doja
That's
Cat was
all that
another.
matters.
Doja Cat was another artist that like I didn't want to listen to because the only thing I heard about her from other people was "Bitch, I'm a cow," and I'm like, all right, I'm good.
Yeah,
mean,
but
That's
nowadays,
funny though.
Yeah, now I'm actually listening to her music. I'm like, yo, that's some like dope shit. Why the fuck
Yeah,
do people keep saying "bitch, I'm a cow"?
because it was a
I don't know
meme.
why that blew
That's
up so much,
why.
but her music is
Almost
really
ruined this woman for me.
yeah.
Literally, during the live performance, she performed a song about video games. It was called Nintendo. It was a SoundCloud song, and it was pretty damn bangerish, if I have to say.
Really?
Yes, called Nintendo, but
Wow.
there's no mention of Nintendo. I think there's like a couple mentions of Nintendo, like properties, but it was just like a game.
names the song Nintendo sings only about PlayStation properties.
But like it's still
Yo,
a good ass song, and I was like, dude, what? Oh fuck, bitch, I'm a cow. I'd rather listen to that song.
You know who's coming out with an album in March? Who hasn't released new music since like 2019?
Nintendo.
Is it Rex
No.
Orange County?
Yes, it is. It is Rex Orange
Ah,
County.
I knew what he was gonna say.
Rex Orange County. Who cares? He did a live stream of one of the songs on the album called "Amazing" on TikTok, like yesterday or the day before it. My expectations are high.
I thought the single was okay. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I'm still excited.
I like the single. I feel like it's the intro to the album.
It is. I looked at the track
Yeah.
list.
I didn't look at the track list yet. I'm trying to stay blind. But I
Tyler the
did see
Creator is featured on
exactly.
it.
That's the only thing that I noticed, and I was like, yes, 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 another
Me
collaboration.
and Logan are gonna nut while listening to this album.
What kind of music does Rex Orange County make?
Alternative, sad boy
Okay.
shit. I will say there's some sad boy shit in there.
It is also very alternative poppy.
There's some guitar. There's some nice indie stuff in there
Some
a
nice
little bit.
keyboard playing.
I mean, I've
Yeah.
heard plenty about them. I'm more than sure I've heard some of their songs. I just don't know.
It's just one
I
guy.
hate the word. I hate the
one
word
guy.
alternative. I hate the word
One guy.
alternative so much.
Shut your face, EJ.
Like,
You don't know
I,
nothing.
I hate the word alternative because it's like, hey, what kind of music is this? It's alternative. What the fuck does that mean?
Alternative is
It's
just
music,
like
but it ain't music.
alternative is its own genre in a way. It's just like different versions of
Is it
genres. It's like
alternative
different
pop,
fucked up
alternative
versions of
rock,
genre. Yeah, there's
alternative
specific
rap?
subgenres. Man, you can go search up the word and look up definitions for it if you need to know so bad.
Yeah.
No,
Get the
I
fuck
will.
outta
makes
here.
it alternative.
I
You
will because
realize there's
Rihanna.
so many versions of genres of music at this point that none of them can be solidified by just saying alternative. You can't really just say alternative.
You know what's absolutely
Yeah,
nuts?
that's what I'm saying. Like,
Shut
what
your
kind of
face hole.
alternative is it?
Music
'Cause, like,
we
Shut your
listen
false
to,
self.
no matter how much music we listen to, we will never be able to hear everything ever.
Yeah,
that,
that's
I know
true.
that right now.
Don't say
There's
that.
Also-
so much music out there that it's literally impossible.
Especially if
You
you hate
talking
music.
about?
Especially if you hate like gospel. Like I don't like gospel that much.
Okay.
Then I'm not gonna be listening to that specific genre, right?
Yeah,
I
but
thought
like
you just
I
meant
like
in general.
bottomless
I like
pit of
rap
music from it.
gospel. What?
I bet you there's a bottomless pit of music from gospel though that we will never touch the surface
Yeah,
of.
there's probably some really good soul
Yo,
gospel
that-
songs
really
that
good.
I've never heard. And I
Yeah.
I
probably would
went
like.
to a concert in Shreveport when I went with like Anna and like some of the people from that church in Natchitoches. I don't even remember what that concert was called, but like that was the first time specifically for like gospel music that I was like, yo, I didn't realize there were this many genres within gospel. Like I was like, there was like some heavy metal like gospel stuff. There was like some pop stuff. There was like
Like,
rock.
it's
I don't know. It was
crazy to
wild.
think about. It's crazy
Yeah.
to think about. You will never be able to listen to everything
Yeah,
ever.
I'm not a country person, so I will
Yeah.
never listen to those country songs that are probably good that I'll never
Nope.
listen to ever.
Nope.
When I looked at my Spotify like review or rewind, whatever it was called, and it said one of my top things that like I heard was gospel rap. I was like, when the hell did I listen to gospel rap? And I
It's
thought, oh
Kanye,
wait,
wasn't it?
I listened to a lot of Toby Nigwe.
I knew it. I was like, probably Toby. Yeah, that makes sense.
That's definitely gospel rap.
Also, speaking of artists and stuff, there's a Denzel Curry concert coming up. He's coming to New Orleans. I'm
Ooh,
probably getting tickets for this shit.
you
Because-
should.
Billie Eilish was there like yesterday.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah.
I saw like a couple people who went, and I was like, God damn it, I should have gone. That
So
was something.
County is coming to Austin in May.
I'm definitely going to get Denzel Curry tickets. I want to see Denzel Curry. That'd be cool.
Let's see. Well, because me and Mangu talked about seeing the Toby Nigwe one and didn't.
Y'all should come over and see
Yeah.
the Denzel Curry one. That'd
I'm
be
trying to
good.
get more money. I spent a lot of
I
money
ain't
for
into Denzel
Fuck
Curry.
your
car.
money. Go
I know
bankrupt.
can't do that. If I fuck my money, then it's ruined and I can't use it and I need to
We're
use it.
already in debt, you motherfucker. Go further in debt.
Yeah, I gotta
Not right
spend money
now.
tomorrow. I gotta get an oil change on my car.
Can you afford it? No.
It's money.
Do it
Yeah, I can.
yourself.
I'm working today. I ain't got no oil.
Do it yourself.
That's work.
No,
Come on,
don't
dude.
do that. It's messy. Don't do it yourself. Fuck
I'm gonna
that.
just pay the Walmart employees $50, and I'm gonna go wait in that store for 30 minutes while they work on my car.
It ain't gonna take you 30 minutes. It's gonna take them like 2 hours.
Yeah, it
Nah,
usually takes
nah.
about an hour or two.
The
to
Dang,
do
times
go
it.
I've been
Walmart.
employed, it
Take
only
2
takes
hours.
30 to 45 minutes,
Dude,
unless
any oil change. I've literally went to a professional oil change person. They took like 2 hours for somebody, and I was watching it. Or an
Y'all
Oh,
hour.
you need to
doing a
go to
bad job.
the quick place there, because that's ridiculous. You just
You
go
gotta
to
go.
like
Yeah.
the 5 minute
You
oil
gotta
change
go to like
places.
a Jiffy Lube or something. You're gonna be in there 15 minutes and out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like go to
Yeah,
there, like
it do not take that
Valvoline.
long to change your oil.
Yeah, like Valvoline, they really be done in like 10 minutes or less. And you be in and out, and you don't even have to get out your car. They just be like, all right, pull up here, all right, here, pay for this stuff. All right, cool. Here's 5 quarts of
Give me your
oil.
keys. That's what they're gonna say. Give me your keys.
Keys. You ain't
Yeah, the
going
people at
nowhere.
Walmart,